my dear Cancers. Welcome to your October 2016 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. This month, in honor of the season, I will be using, in conjunction with the runes, the adorable Halloween deck. And this is by Kipling West. And then, of course, for part 2 of your reading, be sure to meet me over on my on-demand page on Vimeo, where I will pull one card from the Halloween Oracle by Stacey DeMarco to get your spiritual guidance and some extra wisdom or advice for how to handle the energies coming up for you in October. But let's jump in and see, first of all, get the runes out here that want to talk to you about October, Cancer. See what we got from the crabs. Now do check out the video for your rising sign as well, Cancer, as I always advise, because that can contain additional messages or information. Kind of building on what we talk about here in your sun sign reading, if this is your sun sign, or sometimes it can talk about a completely different area of life and the energies around that. So if you would like something far more specific, if you have something that you are grappling with, you just need some advice or guidance on, we can schedule a private consultation. I do those on Skype. They are $65 for 30 minutes. Just drop me a line at runescopes4u@gmail.com. That's the number 4 and the letter U if you would like to set up an appointment. And we will get you on the schedule. Let me see here what we've got going on with my Cancers here. I'm feeling like these go. Well, these are kind of like between both of these positions here. Sometimes that happens. But interesting spread here, Cancer. Your focus or challenge for the month of October. We've got 7 of Pumpkins. And I believe you are like the 3rd sign to get this for October. And this is like the 7 of Pentacles, which you can, those of you familiar with like the Rider tarot decks will see the similarity. So this is the Pentacle suit in this deck. So, so yeah, 7 of Pumpkins or Pentacles can indicate a period of evaluating your work, taking stock of your financial situation, or work that you've done, something that you've accomplished, something that you have maybe worked very hard on, and preparing to maybe receive the harvest or the kind of payback for your efforts. Now, this can also kind of talk about a little bit of delay or boredom around work sometimes, or just, you know, it's just monotonous. It's like, I've been doing this so long and it's not, I'm just tired of whatever this is I'm doing. Yes, I accomplish things and I take pride in my work, whatever it is that I may be doing, but it's time for me to find something more in line with what I want to do, or I'm not being challenged here. So in October, I feel like you're just going to be kind of maybe figuring out what you want to do or where you kind of want to go next in a career or your working life, Cancer. And as we move along, maybe we'll get some clues as to how that's going to pan out. But there's no rush, and that's the feeling that I'm getting from this, because it's not like a rushed, hurried kind of feeling. I don't feel like that's the energy around October. So it seems like whatever this is, you can take your time. You've got time to figure it out. And in fact, the runes and the cards that I've got here in other areas are kind of cautioning against that, because if you were to rush into something, you could kind of maybe jump into something that either you are not ready for, or that is not really all that in line with what you want to do. We've also got 5 of Bats coming up here. And 5 of Bats, the bats are the swords suit in this deck. So for some of you, it could be that, the work is okay, but there's conflict at work, or because this is the card of war, which hopefully you're not at war at work. But I mean, there just could be a difficulty in October with collaborating with people, or going into October. Maybe there has been, you know, a few battles or disagreements, or people being sneaky, because this card can kind of talk about that. The seven of swords also talks about that. But with this, it can be kind of like you have to be sneaky to win, or you have to be sneaky to get ahead, or you have to engage in kind of manipulative tactics in order to succeed, that kind of thing. So there could be something going on where, you know, Cancer, you feel disappointed that someone has done this in your work environment, or, you know, someone may be accusing you of doing that, but, you know, it's what you had to do to get ahead. So this card talks about winning at all costs, whatever it takes to win. And because swords are a lot about communication, and it can sometimes mean like a verbal argument, doing whatever it takes to come out on top. But yeah, there's disappointment around this, either you in someone else because of an argument, or because of the way because of a conflict that occurred. And I feel like for many of you, this may have happened previous to October, because this is the present position, like what is affecting you in the present moving into October. So if it hasn't already happened, it would happen early in October. But for others of you, if this is connected to a work situation, this could be something you're dealing with a coworker, or just like the general environment or energy in your workplace is like people are behaving in a way that, or they do behave in general in a way that is not above board, or not always, you know, they do engage in it in like a battle rather than as a team. It can be a feeling of it like everyone for themselves kind of thing, rather than a team. And so there could be some evidence of that, or something coming up in October for some of you in the workplace. It doesn't have to be in the workplace, but because we started out with that Seven of Pentacles, but for some of you, these could be two different areas of life. Again, this is where watching the video for your rising sign could clear that up for you, and a personal reading certainly could. But and for some of you, I mean, yeah, if we were to do a personal reading, one or both of these things may not be affecting you at all. But the general consensus is, yeah, there's just a feeling around of every man or woman for themselves, and not really considering maybe the whole of the team, the whole of the group. Loyalties seem to be misplaced or displaced in some way. Now, for some of you, this could be kind of what has you evaluating your work situation. It's like, you know what, I don't like it here enough to put up with this, or I don't, you know, this is not even really what I want to be doing, and for me to have to, like, you know, be kind of deceitful or manipulative to get ahead, or get a promotion, or get more work, or just the fact that I would have to deal with that to move up or get more pay. I'm not, my heart is not in it. So I think there's just kind of an overall disquiet, I feel, around for many of you Cancers in the work environment with where you're at. Now, the help that's going to be available to you, we do have Seven of Ghosts, and it's in reverse. The Ghost suit in the Halloween deck is comparable to the Cups in the Rider-Waite decks. So here, I do feel like you are going to be, you're going to narrow this down. So your help in October is whatever you want to do next, or go where you want to go next. You go into October having an idea, but there may be quite a few options available to you. I do feel like you will get an offer, or you'll be able to narrow that down. It's like, okay, I want to go into this field, or I want to take the experience I've had here and make it, find something more in line with what I want to do, but maybe building on skills that I already have, or skills that I have learned here. So I do feel like, yeah, any delays that have been, like, have kept you where you are, there will be an opportunity, I feel, coming in that would alleviate that. There may be a few options on the table in October that come up throughout the month that would enable you to leave this position or leave this job. But you may be disagreeing with someone over, for some of you, maybe this is a family member or your partner, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You may be disagreeing with somebody over, can I afford to do this? Because the pay may be less. There may be, you may be taking a pay cut to go do this, even though, because it's more fulfilling for you and it's more in line with what you want to do. Or there may be other aspects regarding scheduling, routine, that sort of thing, why you're arguing. But I feel like somebody who is arguing with you is probably coming more from, there's a tendency here maybe to be selfish and only think of himself. I'm saying him because this is a masculine rune generally, of the kind of like, somebody who, kind of whines when they don't get their way. They may be thinking about only how this affects them, how whatever you do is going to affect them. Which, I mean, if this is a partner, if this is somebody in your family, of course that is to be a consideration. But at the same time, it seems like they could consider more, your wants and desires and whether you're being fulfilled by your work and what you're doing. So, and others of you, it may just be like, oh my God, we've had these expenses, we've had all of these things, and now's not the right time. It may be coming from a concern of financial things. But at the same time, what I'm seeing here is that it's going to work out. Like it's going to balance. You may have to take a new approach to certain things, the finances, for instance, or a new look at things, a new look at your budget. But ultimately, I feel like in October, you've already left the job that you're doing. It's like whatever you do, you could do it in your sleep. Again, you're just not feeling fulfilled. You're not feeling challenged by it. And like you've already left. Your body may show up, but your spirit and mind are already engaged elsewhere. Now, what must be accepted about October? We've got 4 of Ghosts. So again, another Cups card. And again, this talks about just being, bored. I'm so tired of this place. I'm so tired of the status quo. And, but again, there may be delay and frustration due to the financial situation, the money that you'll need to bring in. Or what will have to be replaced and finding an opportunity. It's like I want to immediately start on this new path, but maybe there are not opportunities available. However, there will be one. But again, I feel like it is one of those things where you would be taking a pay cut, or it would be a significant change in the finances in order for you to do this. And you may feel... It's one of those things where you may feel like you don't know where it's going to lead. Is it going to lead to other things? Is it going to lead to more money, or is it all of that may be very unclear in October. So while you may narrow things down and have at least one offer on the table, you may be unsure whether you can accept it due to how it will affect the family, how it will play out. Now, there may be a little bit of jealousy here from someone too, as far as like, why do you get to leave? I don't get to leave. So this could be a friend or a coworker that you confide in, or somebody that you are just like, I can't do this anymore, and I'm gonna take this other opportunity, and it's my, it may lead to my dream job. I'm not sure where it's gonna go, but it'll be better than this. Because it's like Cancer, you've got really, really awesome. This rune is all about luck, around new beginnings, new projects, new ventures, things that are more emotionally satisfying and fulfilling. You've got all of that luck around that, but then you've got like somebody raining on your parade with the practical stuff. And like, oh my God, I don't know if, you know, you should do that, but a lot of this may be coming from jealousy. Like, you know, why do you get to be free? I don't get to be free. Now, at the end of October, we have got the Two of Pumpkins, Two of Pentacles in reverse. And so this could be a situation where you're trying to juggle two things. Maybe you're talked into keeping your day job and then you also accept this opportunity, or start, you know, trying to work on this other thing that you're interested in. But the Two of Pentacles in reverse indicates that you've overloaded your plate. Like, it may be impossible to do both of these things. Maybe that's why it comes up several times throughout the month of, you know, I don't think I can do both of these things, because be careful also of signing on to something that starts out as something, but then ends up being maybe more work than you bargained for, or more than your schedule will allow if you're still at a day job. Because that's what I see you trying to do here, Cancer, maybe to kind of like appease everyone and keep everyone happy is like, you know, okay, I'll keep the day job for a little bit, but I am still gonna accept this as a part-time gig, or I'm still gonna, you know, go take this class because it's a career path that I'm interested in and I wanna pursue that. But then Two of Pentacles in reverse can talk about, like, you know, you're trying to juggle everything, but you're not gonna be able to keep all those balls in the air. It can also mean a partnership that is ending or that is breaking up. So for you, this could be you leaving a job. Particularly with Pumpkins or Pentacles, it's about a financial partnership or a relationship that is ending. So this is ultimately what you want to do. But you may have to be a bit manipulative to get what you want here, Cancer. You know, maybe that's kind of going back to what this card was talking about. Like, you may have to really resort to some tactics that are kind of like winner takes all. Like, I'm going to make this happen no matter what I have to do. Like, I just can't stay in this state of not caring and feeling uninspired and feeling unfulfilled anymore. So yeah, October is a month of weighing out options and ultimately doing whatever you have to do in order to better your work life or your situation. Even if you don't leave this job, I feel like in October, many of you need to at least feel like you are taking a step in the direction of what you really want to do, or moving towards that in some way, whether it is taking a part-time opportunity, or taking a class, or even just searching for opportunities, putting your resume out there, and maybe rewriting it, editing it, gearing it towards what it is that you want to do. So that is what I see here, Cancer. A very work or career focused month in October, due to the fact that you want to change that, you know, what you're doing day to day, and figuring out kind of the way forward, and dealing with people who are kind of maybe disagreeing with you doing that, or who are trying to maybe talk you out of it. But I don't feel you should be talked out of this, Cancer, because I don't know how much longer you can take this before you kind of snap. You know, it just becomes quite a drag to get up and go to a job every day that you're just over. You've done it so long, it's, you know, you just can't take it anymore. So that's what I see for October. And again, I mean, that doesn't mean this is going to color the whole month and that October is going to be a downer. This could just be energy that, you know, floats in and out, probably while you're at work, you know, and maybe not as busy thinking about that. You're going to find something else or another opportunity that inspires you and excites you again about career. So that's the positive I'm seeing here for October. But you may have to kind of really let some other people know, you know what, it's my career, it's my path. So, you know, we're all going to have to just adjust for a while. We may have to cut some things out for a while, and make some sacrifices in the pursuit of happiness, right? So, like I said, meet me over at Vimeo. We'll see what further guidance we can get about this for you from the Halloween Oracle. You'll find the link to my Vimeo on demand page below, below this video. Just click or tap that little arrow that says show more, and we'll take a look over there at what that deck has to offer for you as far as your spiritual guidance. And happy Halloween once again, and I will see you back here next month. Thanks for watching, Cancer.